Here we go.
Yo, this is Keith F from WTNUphilly.com, the community unity station.
I don't like a damn thing. Put it off.
Alright. Yeah. 215 blunts in the basement.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Want to welcome everybody to the show. This is Blunts in the Basement. My name's Sound Supreme. Got my partner here.
6-pack.
And, you know, about to get this started today with the Battle of the Buds. Now, today's Bud, what you working with today, Pac?
Got some OG Kush for you today. I last week I let you get away with that. You know, what was that? I
Had a good name.
what was gelato? I had a gelato 41.
Mm-hmm.
You know, gelatos usually pretty good. But I like that. I like the strong. I need something strong. You know, I've been smoking for a long time. I ain't got no time to be smoking something. The next thing you know, I'm vacuuming the motherfucking floor or something.
How about that?
Washing dishes, and I do that anyway. But I don't need to do it. But I need to do it right then.
How about that?
You know?
You ain't lying. Let me ask you something. Can you hear yourself in the headphones?
Yeah.
I can't hear him in my headphones. All right. So today I'm working with this is some Canadian sour. You know what I mean? And I'm actually looking forward to the sparklage, pushing up the lighter. It's about that time of the day. Need to medicate. And you said you got what? What we'll be battling today?
It's OG Kush, bro.
OG Kush and
Yeah.
Canadian
OG Kush,
sour.
brother.
So when the episode is done, we get done the L or whatever, we're gonna go back and rate it on the few characteristics, see how we like it, and let you the listener know how we feel and what we smoking. Absolutely. That was great, Tor. I can hear myself now.
Right. Even better.
Alright. So I think today's episode we're gonna go into sports real quick. Playoffs just started. They actually playing as we speak.
Yeah.
I know last week I was doing a lot of Philadelphia 76ers talk, but we didn't get a chance to mention the other participants in the playoffs. So I'm just curious to see.
Do we have to?
I mean, they don't really matter much. It is a Philly thing, But no, I'm just curious to see what you feel about the other participants. Who you really think stands the best chance to bringing it in today?
Well, before y'all get into it, what did y'all think of the play-in games? What did y'all think about that
That's
play-in?
what I'm about to
thing?
start with. So
What did y'all think of that? Like,
I really like this.
Why
I like
you-
the
you-
play-in. I like it.
you like the play-in?
Yeah, I definitely like it. Because sometimes you may have a team that's trying to get the chemistry right, and the chemistry don't come together until the latter part of the season. And just when they're getting things together, they get railroaded because they wasn't sharp on finishing games. They lost by 1, 2 points or something like that. Just give them a little chance to fight for it. Like last year with Phoenix. Phoenix was hot in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have did that last year, we don't know where Phoenix would have ended up.
And they didn't have
Indiana
Chris Paul yet.
last year.
And he didn't have Chris Paul yet.
Right.
So Phoenix is definitely going to be a problem. I like to play in tournament because it makes those other what's that? What's it? It was 8 extra teams, right?
Yeah.
And it makes those other teams have to compete until the end of the
There's
season.
4 extra teams. 4 extra teams with these conference.
No, but you got the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So it was 4 extra seeds,
Mm-hmm.
which wound up turning it into. But they was alternating play, so it was kind of tricky. Like they had their own little.
No, the way it was set up was, you had the 7th seed played the 10 seed. The 8 seed played the 9 seed.
Right.
And if you lost,
Played another night.
right? If you lost in between that, like say if you
I think I know
lost,
what you're saying.
the loser of the 7th seed, basically you win that. The 7 and the 8 seed played. I'm sorry, the 7 and the 8 seed played because if whoever won that game became the 7th seed.
Right.
No, you was right. It was 7 and 10 and 8 and 9, and the way they
Oh, yeah.
did it was whoever the first games, whoever won those were playing to see who got the 7th seed, and
So
whoever
you telling
lost
me-
was playing
so
for
you
whoever
telling
got
me-
the 8th seed.
All right, so you telling me that me being team number 10 and you being team number 7 in the 7th seed position, if I came in the play-in game and I beat you, you're out.
No.
Because
What
that
it
means I
is
get the
is
7th seed
if,
now.
No, if in
Right?
the playing game, no, listen. If in the playing game, if the 10 seed beat the 7th seed,
Mm-hmm.
then all they're doing is entering into the game to play for the 7th seed.
Mm-mm.
Yes, that's how they did it.
Mm-mm.
That is how they did it.
Because the loser of the 9-10 game played the winner of the 7-8 game.
But it wasn't.
I mean,
9 and 10.
my fault. The winner of the 7-8 of the 9-10 game played the loser of the 7-8 game.
Right. Both teams played twice.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. They did.
no.
That's how Golden State lost against the Lakers and then played last night.
Golden State lost.
No,
Right.
they lost the first game.
Golden State lost against the Lakers because Golden State was, I do believe they was like the 7th seed or something.
Right.
at that
But
time.
they lost against the Lakers and then came back last night and was playing for the 8th spot and lost. So Memphis got the 8th spot.
Right.
Right.
So the 7 and 10 winner played the winner of the 8
So-
and 9 game.
So how
And the
did
loser of the 7-10 game played the loser of the 8-9 game.
Which makes it 8 seed.
Exactly.
Word.
That's how it went down.
Word.
So it's a little tricky, but it makes more fun for the regular season going into the playoffs because a lot of those teams can sag off and try to tank and get a better draft pick.
Right, but
So
at
you
the
got to
same
play all the way
time-
through.
At the same time, I done worked hard. I made a 7 seed. Now you the 10 seed. If you gonna take my spot, I'm sorry.
It's because you got to keep working.
I'm sorry, yo.
Imagine how LeBron feel. LeBron is the elder statesman in the playoffs right now. He had to play in the play-in tournament just to get in. He could have got knocked out.
that's now sit in Steph's shoes where they was in the tournament, they was actually in the playoffs, and now they're nowhere near. Now
That's
they're
what I'm
out the
saying.
playoffs.
That's what I was just saying to you, brother. I was salty, yo.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying to you, brother. You know, I was salty, yo.
Yeah.
I was salty, yo. Man.
Yeah, exactly. Take
I
a
know
step-
he saw.
That's what I was talking about. Like that's corny. Like, man, this team came.
It's crazy.
It knocked us out all the way.
But you see, that's why LeBron gave it a bad endorsement. Because a player like him, you don't want to play more games to have to win the chip. You know what I mean? But because they got that 7th seed, he had to play them extra 4 games or 2 games.
That's because he was hurt. The team was dropping. It was dropping games like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I like it because it kind of makes you have to play, and you
Absolutely.
have to play your players. And I hate load management. I hate that. Like when they say, "Oh yeah, we load managing this load, so and so can't play this week."
Yeah.
Because it's load management, so they stopped saying load management. Now they're saying, "Oh, he has a lower body injury,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
he has an upper body injury, or he has a
Yeah.
hand injury, or something like that."
Right.
We all know
Yeah,
that
injury.
it's just load management.
Back
That's why.
strains and
But
stuff
I
like that.
can't. I very much dislike the load management.
But that nigga ain't even got a headache. Yeah, I mean, he just taking the game off, getting a paycheck.
Exactly. Okay.
All right.
So just trying to keep with the theme of sports real quick. All right.
Who y'all
How
talking
do
about the
you-
East?
I was just not. I was about to ask a question, a theme related to the playing game.
Okay.
Because of the playing game, that means that teams like our Sixers, because I am a huge Sixer fan,
Right.
our Sixers don't play for a week. Do you think that there will be rust when they go up against a Bradley Beal?
I think now the Sixers finally have a coach that knows what he's doing, and I trust in Doc. Doc will have him ready.
One thing during the week while they waiting, right, Joel? It's a very special thing that goes on. It's called practice time. When you get a chance to break the team down offensively and defensively the way you need to, you get to dissect the game. You know, I think they're gonna be ready regardless. They're gonna be ready. You know, the Sixers is something to deal with. Can nobody stop Embiid?
Nobody.
Okay.
As long as
So
he stay healthy and Ben come halfway to play. That's what we really need Ben to play. We need Ben to play, man.
Ben
Really
sets the
gotta
tempo.
come hard,
He
man.
sets the tempo.
so here's the question. Sixers out before the Eastern Conference. Makes it. I mean, wins the Eastern Conference, loses the East in the Eastern Conference, or loses in the finals.
I think,
My fault. Wins the finals. or
That's what I was
loses in the
about to
finals.
say.
Yeah,
I don't
Because
see no
if they lose in the
I
Eastern
see us
Conference,
winning.
they I mean like if they lose in the Eastern
our
Conference.
only obstacle is really Milwaukee, because I think that's who we play with next.
Right.
So if we get by Milwaukee, it's
You don't think so?
I'm gonna tell you
You
who
don't think the
one
Nets
team
is
I'm
going to
scared
make it to
of
the East?
is not Milwaukee.
You don't think the Nets is going to make it through the East?
And it's not the Nets neither.
Oh,
The team I'm scared of playing against us is Miami.
yeah, but Miami and
Jimmy Butler.
You know all
Miami and
you know all the
Milwaukee gotta
bodies
play
are
each
better.
other, though,
Jimmy
okay?
Butler is going to make it personal.
Yeah, you know all the bodies
It's
are
going to be
better.
that's the only series that's like a personal series to me.
I peep what you said, but Miami and Milwaukee gotta play each other.
Yeah, they
First
playing
round.
right now.
Right. So Milwaukee already got a chip on their shoulder.
I don't think Miami.
What
gonna
happened
get past
last year when
Milwaukee.
they got swept?
If it was us, Miami might have stood a better chance starting against us because I think they would be a better series against us
I don't know
than
if
Milwaukee.
and
Milwaukee's a mismatch for them.
And then you had Milwaukee go out when it was time to get the trade deadline. They went and got all defensive players, man.
And didn't Miami put Milwaukee out last year?
That's how they swept them. So it's a grudge.
It definitely is. Milwaukee about to bust Miami ass.
That's going down. As I said, so that's our only problem. We gotta get by Milwaukee. You know what I mean? But you know, in all sports, like, especially when it's competitive, you know, you're going for a championship and like that. It's always a team you gotta beat or you gotta learn to beat. You know, every team has its struggles for their greatness.
But I kind of always thought that we had Milwaukee's number. I felt like, yeah,
How you figure that?
because
Sure.
no, I mean, I'll be honest with you. When we lost to Toronto, we would have had Milwaukee next, and I liked us against Milwaukee. It wasn't me just being a homer. It was that I really like us against Milwaukee. We big too. You know what I'm saying? And I heard you say earlier that the difference was going to be Ben. I think the difference is going to be Tobias. If Tobias comes and plays to the level he's been playing all year, we good. Ben is going to bring it. I'm not expecting Ben to put up no whole bunch of points, but I'm expecting him to shut down whoever he's playing against.
In the playoffs, it's just defense mixed offense. So he gonna play D, but he gotta be aggressive. If he not aggressive, the game is boring. What you 6'10" for? You ain't aggressive. I don't understand it.
I think he has been aggressive though. This
No.
year, I think he's
He
definitely.
ain't. See, listen. He rep the city, but he ain't gritty like the city.
Oh hell no,
You know what I'm saying?
hell no. That nigga probably get a manicure and a pedi.
Listen.
But I'm just
He
saying,
just gotta bring it, man. You know what I mean?
he a dog on defense though. He
What's-
represent the city on D.
What's the brother that played for Brooklyn? And he was talking trash to Ben last year. Ben bust out with that crazy game. Remember
He not
some
there no
7
more?
match? No. What do you play for now?
Yeah, what you talking about?
Chris Dudley or something. His name Dudley or something.
Oh, you talking about for the Lakers? He was one of the Lakers.
Well, he used to play for Brooklyn.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
And a couple of years when it was in the playoffs, when we had Jimmy Butler, there was some trash talking going on between them two. Between Dudley and Ben.
Wow.
And Ben brought it that game.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what, man? See, we come from them days of AI.
How
Part
about
of a
that?
lion.
You ain't got to worry about that.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was great. Because Norfolk, Virginia is gritty.
How about that?
You can't get no more grimy down there.
But hold up though. In Norfolk, Virginia, AI, the worst he running from is like a pit bull,
Duh.
maybe. Fucking Ben Simmons was in Australia. This nigga had the rumble kangaroos. All types of shit was
he
going on.
rich,
I can't say he a
Uppity
pussy.
mom. You got mom and dad. And dad was the ball player.
Yeah.
He ain't come from nothing rough. You hear me?
But he learned it. You know what I mean?
I don't think he fell down the steps ever in life. Scuffed his knee, elbow, any of that, man. Shit up, man. I ain't trying to hate on you, but I just
I'm
just
a
play
fan
your
of
size, man. Play
Yeah,
your
I agree.
size. Be dominant. I don't want all this little ticky sassy. You want to pass it here and pass it there.
Right.
Away with all that, man.
He got cute passes. I guess that's what he do. He got some
Come on,
cute
man.
passes. But
Yeah,
but
bring it.
I hope Ben listens to this at some point, whether it's a back tape or he log in. But Ben, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I wanted to tell Iggy when he was here, which is if you play with a chip on offense and defense, now you a superstar. Ben right now is an all-star. He got all-star defense, he got cute passes, he's 6'10", and he's shutting down just about anybody he go against.
I like that.
But until Ben is dunking on all of the opposition on a regular basis or shooting in motherfuckers' faces.
No, this is what I mean, gang. This is what I mean. We can't expect all that out of him because that's not his game. All I'm saying is this: if you're aggressive, you go to the foul line.
How about that?
All right, you go to the foul line. That's your 2 points right there every time. Excuse me. That's
You can give him about 1.5
Yo,
from the foul
if he
line.
went to the
You're not
foul
gonna
line
give him a good 2
8 to
points.
10 times a game,
Yeah, he can get about 1.5. 1.5 per trip. If he went there 10 times, he would get maybe about 6 to 7 points out of it.
no man, he practices foul shots.
He practiced
His
threes
practice-
too, but he don't shoot them.
His free throw percentage is up from last
It
year.
is. Everything is up. Everything is up from last year. His steals, his blocks, everything is up. You know what I mean? All he has to do is figure out how to exert that same energy on offense, play both ways all the time with the same aggression. That's all. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? I don't care if he shoot the 3 and miss. You know, but I always said if he's shooting, somebody has to defend him. If he not shooting, don't nobody have to defend it. So they just sag off and play the lanes, and that's going to cause a lot of turnovers against smart defenses in the playoffs. So just the presence of shooting or giving that defense the thought of, oh shit, he might shoot, is making it beneficial to the other strengths of his game that we know already has, the passing and all that shit. So
I mean, once you start making shots, you get comfortable. When I played ball all my life, you know what I'm saying? So once I seen the ball go through the net, it was over with. That's all I do. A couple layups, 1 or 2 J's, and souffle.
but it's crazy how I've seen footage of Ben doing the what you call it, around the world job, where he's shooting threes from one corner to the next, and he shot. I've seen him shoot. No,
We all
I never
seen
saw
that.
him. He's never been less than 70%.
We all seen that, gang.
So my thing is, I think the only thing is missing is the confidence in doing that in the game. And once he sees how that defense has to play him differently from that one adjustment, it's going to open up wonders for everybody else, because they won't be able to double Embiid as easily. You can't double Tobias at all. You know what I mean? Because if Ben is just as much of an offensive threat, now you got to play everybody evenly. You know what I'm saying? You got to man up for real.
It's true.
Okay. Well, is there any other sports topic y'all want to talk about? Like maybe football or?
Yo, did y'all? I don't know the brother name. I need to find out this brother name. He had MMA, and he was fighting, and he kicked the ball in the face, and the ball nose got dented in. It caved in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
This shit just happened.
yeah.
Wow.
Yo,
So this nigga looking like Skeletor.
oh man.
Wow.
Yo,
That's crazy.
can you imagine that pain, brother?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That just. Oh.
He caught him right on the bridge of his nose, and bridge of nose caved in.
See, it's a good thing that I never really got serious about doing that MMA shit. I remember you heard me talking about it. I could do that shit. Hey, I was talking all that shit. But as soon as somebody kicked me in the face, I'm shooting them. So I'm glad I didn't do it, because it wouldn't have worked out too well.
I never even thought about no MMA stuff.
Just to protect myself, like all Philly cats do. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing, man. Listen, if you come to Philly, just be on the peaceful side.
Yeah.
Don't come staring and glaring and trying to speak and say hi, because that's the first way to get fried. I'm gonna tell you right now. You try to come to Philly being all happy, go lucky, and hey, how you doing? You gonna get cracked. I'm telling you. But listen, it's like born and bred that you learn how to rumble as a young buck in Philly. Yo. Like
You got to.
Yeah.
that's just the what it is. You know what? Times has changed now. You know what I mean? But
They don't
coming
rumble
up,
no
when we
more.
coming up, you slap box in the street. Slack boxing prepared you for a rumble when you go to school or something like that.
Don't forget the body boxing.
Body boxing too. Definitely was body boxing. I done broke a couple knuckles doing all that.
Yeah.
Then
Definitely.
took it to then if you really want to get nice, you want to get sharp, you went to your neighborhood gym. Got nice and sharp. You need a squad get sharp. Oh man. And everybody know. Don't mess with them cats right there.
Right.
Them boys bring it.
Right.
Catch wreck.
Cats do know.
Catch wreck. All right, fellas, look, check it out. This is a great point to come to our first break. So, what do y'all think, man? We're gonna go to quick 2 songs. So, what y'all think about?
A quick 2 songs.
Quick 2 songs. We'll come right
We might as
back.
well go with them two. We just the tweak the new two.
No problem. Why don't you announce it real quick so we can go in? You know what? Never mind. Don't even do that. We're gonna go ahead and rock these 2 songs. We'll see y'all on the other side. All right?
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
at
yeah,
you.
yeah. We're back.
Blunts in the basement. Battle of the Buds.
Special shout out to National
Got security
Underground.
going crazy up there.
National
Special
Underground Radio.
That's right.
Just so y'all know, we are really
In the
in
basement.
the base.
That's right. That's where it all began.
So this is the most
You know?
authentic podcast.
You know?
And it's always Blunts Fire. Alright, so we're going to get into this new segment that I'm going to incorporate from here on out, just so we can get a feel for how everybody, feel about their top 5, dead or alive. Alright, I know everybody got a list. So we're going to figure this week, we're going to christen it off. 2 former MCs. I'm still an MC. I'm still nice. You are too. I ain't even going to let you front. So,
I'm chilling.
top 5 dead or alive MCs. It's on you.
Top 5 dead or alive MCs. Alright. Well, first and foremost, I'm going right to Notorious. B.I.G.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a wordsmith.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean,
Oh man. Nas had a heavy influence, so Nas.
absolutely. He's still a god, son.
Nas. Then Scarface.
Okay, Mr. Scarface. Yeah, he a beast. Definitely one of the best storytellers ever.
Nas the best storyteller, though.
Scarface is up there.
Yeah, but Nas is #1 in that.
Nas is definitely #1. He the most visual.
The man told the story backwards, brother.
Right?
It's untouchable.
How about that?
You know, it was crazy.
Yeah, that was special.
You know what I'm saying?
That was special.
Alright, so Scarface. Red Man. Heavy
Oh, man.
influence in my
The
life.
illest. The illest MC.
Love Red.
All day.
To this day,
All day.
my nigga.
So what's that, 4?
It's 4.
Now I'm gonna add a twist on this because I'm not gonna repeat none of his top 5 dead or alive. So ultimately, between the two of us, you're gonna get our top 10. Check it out. What's your last one?
This is my last one. Let me see.
Yeah, because there's some boys you ain't even saying that I know you as an MC are fond of as an MC.
True.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
talking
mean-
about the people. I name the people who influenced me to really want to be an MC.
I could tell you
And
somebody.
then I'm to my last one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Black Thought.
He definitely on my list. You know, to me, he the best that ever did it for Philly as far as MCing goes. And just on the low, like, you already know my story, like, you know, I met Black Thought early in the game before the Roots even blew up. And potentially blew an opportunity to really be a part of the Roots movement and everything. But Tariq is definitely the illest that ever came through the city. Like, next week, we're going to do top 5 rappers in Philly. We're going to add a twist to it. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm saying you already twisted.
I am. Plus the mic, it's a delay. So the delay got me feeling drunk saying what the fuck I'm saying, and I'm not drunk. It's just the sound of the mic. But that's a me thing. Anyway, alright, so what I would add to your top 5, I would go with Big Pun.
Okay.
I would add Sean P.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is actually like one of my favorite boys to do it as a lyricist. You know what I mean? Royce the 5'9",
Okay.
you know what I mean? I would put him in there.
Yeah.
See, you know, I got my old school favorites, but I can't really use them because they are a lot of people favorites. So they caused a lot of the evolution to the MCs that I know and respect today, like the Rakims, the Big Daddy Kanes, and all that. But I can't put them in my top 5 dead or alive because it's niggas that, in my mind, that surpassed them lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I said Pun, I said Sean P.
Oh yeah. We working.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It get interesting now. Alright, I'm gonna go with Cool G Rap.
All right.
If I'm gonna throw the old school honorable
Alright.
mention,
All right.
G Rap have withstood the test of time and is still as ill right now as he was back in '85 when you first heard him. And that's hard as fuck to do. I'm gonna throw a nigga in there that some cats is gonna frown upon, but I'm gonna throw Snoop in there. Because I can honestly say that I've purchased every Snoop album since fucking since 187 on the motherfucking car. Like, Snoop was nice from the first time I heard him. And he didn't withstood the test of time. That's 30 years. So, yeah. And then to end the list, it's crazy, but I'm gonna go with Crooked Eye because he be killing his shit. Crooked Eye is the way his bars is and the way he flow is sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He definitely nice.
But something I would say is, out of all them people I named, did you say Jay-Z?
Come on.
So if you said Jay-Z, then
I ain't say no damn.
you ain't say Jay-Z. Jay-Z in there. All right. So that's the top 5 that then turned into the top 10. And
I would go with X over Jay-Z.
yeah, I actually
And
would.
that's what I mean.
I would actually throw X in there over one of my guys too. But it's all good. The list is what it is. We gonna get back to it. It's definitely some honorable mentions. All right. Let's get to this Battle of the Buds thing. So today he came with the OG Kush.
Mm-hmm.
I came with the Canadian Sour.
That cushy.
And I must say, he bust my ass this day.
Pause,
Yeah, I mean, it
pause.
wasn't even a battle.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
Pause, yeah, how about that? Yeah,
I mean,
double pause. Because I'm a pause conscious type nigga.
I just came and took the title back. That's
Yeah,
it, man.
That shit he got is right.
Gelato 41 let me down last week. You know, what was it super glue you had?
Yeah, I had that super glue last week.
Yeah, I was rough right there.
And the Canadian Sour is alright. Like, I'm definitely nice, but that OG is woo.
Yeah, man, it's the real deal. It's my favorite so far.
So what was the ratings that we used? You remember you got us on the ratings tour?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what that OG is, just for the listeners, just in case you don't know.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So normally we do these at the end, but it looks like we're gonna be doing this early this week. So all right, we're gonna do ratings for the Battle of the Weed, right?
Battle of the Buds.
Battle of the
That's right.
With two buds, smoking buds, having
this
the
shit got me
battle
twisted,
of
ladies and
buds.
gentlemen.
That's
There is
what's going on
There's no
here.
ifs, ands, or buts about it. I am totally fried right now.
Right? Yeah.
But normally on the Battle of the Buds, this is how we do it. We have 2 buds go up against each other with 3 categories. And the 3 categories are as follows. We have the looks, we have the taste, and we have the potency. Alright? Last week Gelato went down to super glue.
Yeah.
Alright? This week we have OG
Kush.
Kush going up against Canadian
Sour. See, and you know something? I knew something was up when it was just called Canadian Sour. Like, Canadian Sour what?
Well, it's still nice though.
You know what I mean? It's nice, but
Nice
you know what I
taste to
mean?
it.
Like, Canadian Sour. Alright. But anyway.
Alright, so we're gonna start it off this week with you sound. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright. OG Kush is up first. Your looks. How's your looks on the OG Kush?
This is from what, a 1 to 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
Yeah, see?
OG Kush is, I know what it looked like. OG Kush is a 9. It's fluffy, stank. Yeah.
Okay. You got a taste.
Taste is heavy. I mean, it's definitely taste is a 10. You can tell from the gate that it's definitely one of the finer trees. It's like the smoke of champions. It's like the weedy versions of Wheaties. So it would be like Wheaties.
Okay.
Yeah. What you think?
Alright.
Yeah, you go crazy, man.
We going with potency, man.
That shit potent.
Yo,
as fuck.
first of all, yeah, we going with the OG Kush. Okay, yeah, good. And the potency.
The potency is a 10. That shit.
Potency.
As soon as I took one puff and knew I lost the Battle of the Buds today. So, you know, it don't really happen like that often. Just one puff, like, you know what I mean? I got
This is true.
veteran lungs.
This is true. That is what happened.
Yeah.
But Okay. 6. What you got, man?
Yeah.
On looks, OG Cushion.
Looks, I like the buds. It's like the density of the buds. It's nice and a little fluffy. And so I get about 8.5, 9. Yeah.
Taste.
The taste is it's like a slight mint, like a little bit. I want to say.
You know, OGs like mint. I don't know.
Wait.
It makes sense to me.
The way it works for me too. It works, right? It works.
It do have a nice. It's like you can make tea out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it does have a good taste, and it's heavy as hell.
Yeah.
So what you giving it?
It's definitely heavy. What you say, brother?
What you giving it? What's the number?
I'm giving that a 10.
10 on this taste. Okay.
Yeah, this is the
And
first.
potency. If you don't give this a 10 on
They
potency,
gotta give it a 10.
because it got all three of us sitting here looking stupid.
Yeah, this shit
Yeah.
is A and a bunch
Yes,
of pluses.
This is top notch right here. Okay, so we got a 29 coming from sound, and we got a 28.5 coming from 6.
Yes, sir.
What you give it?
Oh, I'm giving it. Looks wise, I'm going with a 9 all the way. The taste, all I did was take like what 3 hits of it, 4 hits of it.
No, you took like 4 or 5, but they
Yeah.
were so mesmerizing. man.
They were right. Yeah, dog. The taste is on point. The taste is a 10, and the potency is a 10 easily. So yeah, I'm at a 29 with it too. So
No doubt.
all right, Canadian sour.
Nigga, sour. That
We're
had
gonna
a
start off with
nice taste.
6.
Say it again.
We're gonna start off with you, 6.
Yeah,
What's the
no
looks
doubt.
like?
It was nice. It was nice. It was kind of strong. It had a nice little taste to it. So on looks, I give it about an 8. Nice and buddy.
Definitely fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he couldn't smell it.
On the 10. I mean, on the taste. Oh,
I mean, I'm like, damn.
yo, this is live, ladies and gentlemen. This is live.
But I realize now is because his shit was so strong, my shit he couldn't smell mine over his. I get it now. Alright, it makes sense.
That was serious right there. For real.
But yeah, I lost by a landslide today. If you trying to really,
What's the taste though? Wait. I'm coming with you too, cause I don't want to get away from it too. We gotta finish these numbers.
The taste of the Canadian
Canadian
sour.
sour,
was,
yeah.
I give it an 8 on taste. It was nice.
And potency.
About 7.5, 8.
I was trying to in my mind envision like puffing both of them at the same time and like what side of my face would actually cough. Yeah, I was thinking something similar.
You got 23.5.
I was thinking something similar.
Okay.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay. 23.5.
I think if I didn't
Sound.
smoke what you had after it, I might have been, I mean, a little more
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
Sound.
Set.
Looks, man.
Oh, you want me? The
Yeah.
looks? Man, it look nice. I get the looks like an 8.
Yeah. This was nice.
I mean, it's from Canada, man. Everything from Canada looks nice, so I've heard.
Everything. But okay. Taste,
That's what I've
man.
heard. What you say?
Taste.
Taste. It tastes good, but it's not like a real strong type pungent taste. Like it's just smooth. So I give the taste like a 7.
And the potency.
Potency. See, based on what he had, I'm about to say like a 6, but I say like maybe like a 7. I'm gonna try to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Because I've smoked it before and was much better off, I think, than trying to smoke it with some OG Kush.
Alright, so you got it at, you got it coming in at a 22.
I'm lit.
And I got it with, I'll say the looks wise, I'm sorry, y'all. This that Canadian sour, it looks beautiful.
It is fluffy.
So
it is.
I'm going with a 9 on the looks because it looks
Okay.
beautiful. It looks beautiful. Alright, the taste, it does not stand up to the OG. So that did knock it down. So I'm going to go with the taste about a 7.
Okay.
Alright, and when it comes to the potency, I don't think that it was fair because
I agree.
I tasted it after I tasted the Kush, and that Kush was a knockout.
Yeah.
So, but just to give a number, I'm gonna say 6 because
it all around the same.
it wasn't fair. I mean, like,
Yeah, the standard was
Yeah.
already set.
yeah. Just to give a number, I'm gonna say 6. So, yeah, I'm at a 21.
21. Oh, Canada. Not today.
So
All right.
definitely,
Yeah, they got something strong out there from Canada. Let us know.
Yeah, yo. Y'all got all kinds of weed.
Hit us up,
Send that shit. We
on
would
Instagram.
love
What's in the
to
basement?
give you a proper representation on this panel. Also wanted to talk real quick about this footage I saw of Little Reese. I just wanted to go in and say it didn't look good for the people who may not have saw it. It looked like he was about to check from what I saw, but I read that he only got grazed in the eye and all this crazy stuff. And I pretty much wanted to go in and say that out here trying to be a savage, if you're not a savage, you know, even if you are, it's quite possible that you're going to have moments where you looking like how he was looking. So, you know, mind yourself well and do what you got to do, but, you know what I mean, keep yourself out of shit that puts you in those predicaments. You got anything to say?
Yeah, I just want to say, man, you know, just, you know, it's just crazy how you see your own people and you just look at them as your enemy. Or today, a young buck can see somebody he don't know and say, oh yeah, that's the op because he's from a different block or something. You know, the tradition of BS has got to stop. You know, it's always been a borderline. You know, and then at the same time, then there might be like somebody from one side, let's say from 58th Street or something, and he could be Muslim, and then the other boy from, let's say, I don't know, 52nd Street, and they beefing. And he could be Muslim too, and they can't see, you know, the common ground. You know, I'm not Muslim, but I'm just, you know, just bringing it up, you know. There's something in common besides just, you know, me having brown skin and you look like him. And, you know, that's more than enough for me.
How about that?
You know.
And you got to keep in mind that it's going to come a day where if any other army, we're talking about the American Army, the Russian army, the Korean army, the Chinese army, if any of those armies come here and it's a war here on American soil, we gotta be our own army. And if we fighting against each other, we killing off our brothers, we killing off our soldiers, we killing off bloodlines. You know, so it's time for us to really start using the guns to protect ourselves, which is really what it's for, and stop getting caught out in this beef bullshit and killing people for next to nothing. You know, life has to mean more.
Definitely.
You know? So, that being said, also want to say rest in peace to Paul Mooney,
Rest in peace,
the
man.
great comedic legend.
Definitely.
You know, I can honestly say that the comedic history that I see in my years from the 70s till now, he was responsible for a lot of ingenious comedic representations. You know, a Chappelle's show, Richard Pryor's show, a lot of different things. So big him up because, you know, he did a lot while he was here.
Right. And he also makes you feel uncomfortable.
How about
That's
that?
what I love most. You know, he got the controversy with it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. You gotta like that.
We can see the elephant in the room, man.
Even when it was him, he still embellished that moment. And that's a gift, you know. But also want to say in episodes to come, we do have a few guests that will be coming. I know my cousin, comedian Ronnie Long, he's gonna come in and sit in one of the shows and do some interviews. Believe Amp Live, Sarah.
Okay.
We got a couple people lined up. And if anybody else is interested in coming through and, you know, smoking a blunt, getting in this battle of the buds with us, and chatting it up, using these ears, and, you know, getting out there and letting people know what's going on with you, man. We looking to build as well. All right. I was going to tell a story, but I think we're running a little late today. We're running a little over. But we're going to next week. We're going to start it off with a story segment, and we're going to add that in there. You know, true story. There's something that we experienced directly or indirectly, but you know what I mean. Something that people need to hear.
Right.
All right.
Hey, man. Listen, man. Peace out there in the streets, man. You know, black and brown, man. Keep it tight, man.
Right. We all we got.
So there it is, y'all. Episode 2, Blunts in the Basement. Y'all, I want to give a big, huge shout out to Six Pack Sound. Thanks every time y'all come through, man. Something serious, man. All right.
Award tour.
Mad love.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
y'all been listening to WTNU Philly, WTNU Radio, National Underground Radio Station, and thank you. And we'll be checking back with y'all soon, man. Blunts in the Basement. We out of here.
Peace.